distance learners. Today is the first day of semester 2, so I thought it would be a great time to check in with you guys. I would like to check in, and I would like to inform you of some changes to grading that will probably have the biggest effect on you guys. So before I get into that, let me just say that if you are intending to or have been thinking about dropping this class, you need to stop watching this video and email your counselor immediately. They encouraged everybody to stay in their AP classes until at least the end of the first semester. And now that we have crossed that point, they are allowing students to drop AP classes if they would like to, especially our distance learners. So if you tried to drop it or you're realizing this is way more than I planned on, now would be the time, like literally now, would be the time to email your counselor and let them know that you would like to drop. As far as I know, they haven't given any student very much trouble dropping at this point. But if you wait any longer, it's going to become difficult for you to drop the class. So, really, email now. If you are still watching and you have decided to stay in the class, what I am assuming is that you have thought about it and you know what it takes to be successful as a virtual learner. You know how to keep pace, you know the rigor of this class, and you would like to continue on with it. So, that all being said, there are some changes to the way that I would like to grade for this class. You can find all of these changes on the homepage for our Canvas course. So this is all the same, but as you start scrolling down, you'll see a new section for lessons and a new section for some of the section for assignments is new and exams. So I am going to highlight the things that are the biggest differences. So number one, your lessons will now count as 20% of your grade. So you guys know that I changed the format of our lessons so that they're broken up into shorter parts. And then at the end of each part, you have 1 or 2 questions to answer. You have unlimited amount of tries to answer those questions. So essentially, this is 20% of your grade should just be an automatic A if you're doing the lessons and going through and making sure you have the right answers to the lesson questions. That's the first change. Lessons will count towards your grade now. The second change is I am going to start collecting your Can You Do's, and I'm going to start collecting them the period after they're assigned. Because you guys are distance learners and you can't come in to drop things off to me, I want you to email me your assignments. So you can email me in Canvas. So you can come here to the side. I have one message that I need to answer. Or you can email me at this school email address. I need you guys to email me one PDF only. Family, you've been doing this for half a school year now. You need to know how to convert your pictures to one PDF file that I can read, and you need to know how to do this. Like, if you need help, I know that it's challenging for you guys to come in, but you need to come in and we need to figure out a way for you to be able to email me your assignments as one PDF file, oriented in the right direction, and readable. Sometimes you guys send me PDF files and I open them and they're so small or so big I can't read anything, and there's no way for me to adjust the sizing on your PDF. I use Cam Scanner. I've always used Cam Scanner and I've never had an issue with Cam Scanner. So please, if you are staying in this class, it's about to get real. I'm not going to grade your assignments anymore if it's not one PDF file. You have the option to drop this class. You're choosing to stay. Figure it out. I will help you. So That's the other thing. So lessons are being counted. Can you do's are being turned in the day after they're due, and I will be grading them. So if I go to this calendar, which I will upload for you guys, and I think I may also email it to you. Make sure that you're on the right day. So A day, it's up in the top right hand corner. This is the A day calendar. This is the B day calendar. I have broken it up into what is the date, what is due that day, what we're doing in class, and what is your homework. So you guys need to email me your Unit 4 reviews as soon as possible. One PDF file, you email me your Unit 4 reviews. You need to take your Unit 4 exam, and you need to take it in person. So for the rest of the year, you need to take your exams in person. You need to take them the Friday of the week that they're given. So you guys need to email me and set up a time to take your exam 4 as soon as possible. I would prefer that you do it by Friday, but I know that's a little bit of short notice, but I need to hear from all of you by the end of tomorrow. That's giving you plenty of time to email me and figure out when you can come. And that being said, now that I'm thinking about it, you don't need to email me your reviews. You can just bring them in. So when you, sorry, I'm just trying to find my calendar. I have so many things open. To turn in your Unit 4 reviews, you can just turn them in when you come in to do your Unit 4 exam. I will give you all of the notes that I have, but if you, sorry, let me rephrase that. I will give you all of the notes that you need for Unit 7. Those are all ready to go, so I have all the notes and all of the Can You Do's. But you may need to print Lesson 51 and Can You Do 51, because I would imagine that those will be due before you come in and test. So just know when you come in, I will give you all of the notes for Unit 7 and all of the Can You Do's for Unit 7. Okay, so back to our syllabus page. Lessons count against your grade. I am collecting your Can You Do's from now on. I will collect one every time we have class, and I'm actually going to grade it. So back to that calendar very quickly. You guys need to live by this calendar because nobody's going to email you and remind you. So on Thursday, I need a syllabus review from you guys. You need to email me your syllabus review. I will make sure that that is uploaded for you. On Monday, I need your Can You Do 51. You need to email me your Can You Do 51. So even though you might not be taking your exam 4 for a while, you need to live by these due dates just like everybody else does. So schedule your exam as soon as possible and then follow this calendar from here on out. Back to our Canvas page, sorry. And then the last thing that is new is exams. You can no longer retake exams, but you can do exam corrections. You will use your exam, so you will go through and erase your wrong answers and do the right work on the same test, and you will turn it back into me. When you do these exam corrections, they need to be thorough and thoughtful. You cannot just change your answer from a C to an E, like the letter C to the answer letter E. You have to actually go through and either explain what you did wrong or explicitly show every single step to solve the problem correctly. So this is an example of what your exam corrections should look like. And then this is just the updated final grade. So things haven't changed that much here. Half of it is exams, 30% is your Can You Do's, and 20% are your lesson quizzes. So now that we got that all out of the way, I'm going to recap one more time and then email out this video and your calendar. So, number 1, lessons count against your grade. Number 2, your Can You Do's will be turned in from now on and not at the end of the unit. They're due the class period after they're assigned. This calendar should be followed very closely. Rely on your calendar. If it says Can You Do 51 is due, then you email me one PDF file of Can You Do 51 on the day that it is due. You can no longer do redo tests, retake tests, but you can do test corrections. So I think that that's all of the updates. I cannot impress upon you enough. You need to follow the calendar. You need to go at the same pace as the in-class learners. So the same day their stuff is due is the same day your stuff is due. The only difference is you have to email me instead of being here in person to turn it in. Those are the changes. Schedule your exam for as soon as possible. And as usual, if there are any questions, please email me and I'm happy to help.